Hello, my friends. Welcome to another Powerful Love live stream learning. Apologies for being a couple minutes late today. So, today I am going to share with you 3 powerful pillars that are going to fuel your extraordinary relationship, right? These are what you really need to move your relationship from okay or pretty good to a deeply fulfilling, aligned, expansive, lasting relationship, right? What we call an extraordinary relationship. These are the 3 key areas that I know that if you can be giving attention to, you are going to change not only how you connect with your partner, but how you experience love itself. These are the ways to getting to the relationship of your dreams, my friend. So, watch this one, okay? Before I get into the 3 pillars that I'm going to share, I want to introduce myself for anybody who may be new or not know me very well. My name is Dr. Jenny Wallig, and I empower driven, dedicated entrepreneurs to create next level relationships so they can live the life of their dreams in every respect. We're talking thriving, passion filled, easy, joyful, fulfilling relationships that fuel your success, that support and fuel your passion and purpose rather than drain it. My work is all about, back up, our work, because while I'm here by myself, I do this work with my partner and soulmate, Calvin, and I couldn't do it without him. And it's in the magic of our coming together and what we each bring that really is so special in our ability to help you create transformation. That said, our work is all about elevating your love through your own internal growth, right? Through your own leveling up, through shifting who you be and how you do this relationship thing so that your relationship can become a source of energy, inspiration, and joy for you, even if your partner's not involved. We're going to show you how to change the game. So, I'm talking today about these 3 pillars because most people, most of us, are really just kind of winging it through our relationships, right? And I could go down a long soapboxy road about this one. But to put it simply, right, like there's a lot we can learn about relationships. There's a path we can follow that actually works. And most of us are never given that information or that pathway and those steps. I am very privileged because I pursued that information. It's been my life's kind of passion since I was a kid, and got, a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD, all aligned with understanding relationships, couple relationships, family relationships, the process of change, right? I have my PhD in couple and family therapy. Though the work that I do now is not therapy. I'll be really clear about that. And so what happens though is that other, like those who don't take the path that I did, which by the way was very long and very expensive, I don't recommend it. We're just like trying to figure it out. We're using our parents as a model. We're using media as a model, and we don't actually know how to get to where we want to go. In fact, a lot of people, we're maybe really clear on what we want to create in our lives with our business or our finances or even our health, but we don't put a lot of time and energy thinking about what we want to create with our relationships, to say nothing of what it's going to take to get there. And so I want to help you have a path. I want you to walk away from this conversation today knowing what it is that you can pay attention to in order to create the relationship of your dreams, so that you don't find yourself stuck in mediocrity. Because, friend, mediocrity is not your destiny. That is not what you are here for, right? And when you're stuck in your relationship, when you're struggling in your relationship, it drains you. If you're not thriving, if you're not like delighted by the person you get to wake up to every day, then you're leaking power, you're leaking energy. And I know as an entrepreneur that like we need all the energy that we can get. It is such an internal game, and it asks so much of us to be on this path of creating our dreams and making the difference in the world that we desire to make, that like when we're drained because our home base is not functioning at its peak performance, right? It affects everything else that we're trying to do. It affects who we be. It really has, not. I gotta take a breath and settle down because I get so passionate about this. When our relationship is struggling, it's not just shitty for our relationship, it's shitty for our business, it's shitty for our kids, it's shitty for our health and our mental health, all the things that matter to us. So let's talk about how you can make your relationship better and stronger and easier and more fulfilling so it can energize everything else that you want to put your energy into. These 3 pillars are the foundation of the work we do in Powerful Love. Okay? They are our Powerful Love method. They're how we create transformation. And how we, how we teach our clients to create transformation. And there's a lot of different ways that I can describe them, but it downloaded the other day a way of speaking about this framework in an alliteration, which I kind of love. So I'm like always looking for easier, like little shortcuts for remembering things. So I'm gonna present these 3 pillars to you as the 3 L's. L's as in love. Pillar number 1, learning. You've got to be learning and engaging in an ongoing process of learning. Your learning doesn't stop. This is not just like general life learning. I'm talking improving your relational intelligence, improving your relational skill set, improving your what does Gottman call it? Your love map, right? The mental map you have of your partner's world. So you got to improve your learning and be on a consistent learning journey of who your partner is and how they function and why they function that way. You got to learn more about yourself and where your stuff comes from. Like this learning process is necessary. The best relationships are not happening by accident. It's not because someone found like the perfect person. They are built on understanding, on this learning and growth process. You are gaining choices, like a bigger repertoire of choices, of responses that you can bring when you have done some increased learning, right? Every time you learn something new, there's new choices. And it is in those choices that you find the power to create what you desire to learn. So if you haven't been bringing attention to what you're learning or how you're learning and engaging on a learning journey, specifically where it comes to relationships, then your pillar is like has fallen over and the foundation of your relationship is going to be tipping, my friend, right? This is how we're envisioning it today. This is pillar number 1, learning. Pillar number 2, liberation. We get so stuck in auto programming. We get so just like non-conscious in our behaviors, in our thinking patterns. Liberation is about freeing yourself from those patterns, from the internal thought patterns, from the internal like the stories that are keeping you stuck, from the patterns between you and your partner, this dance that you all are doing, that when this thing comes up, this is the dance you do and it doesn't work. You need to free yourself from all of that. You need to free yourself from the hurts of the past, the resentments, the traumas that are keeping you small, that are keeping you reactive and anxious or fearful, instead of in your power and in your love, in your divinity, in the beauty and magic that you have right here, right now, in who you are and in this relationship that you have found, because there's power and purpose in that relationship. Learning how to free yourself from these things, right? It starts with the learning, increasing your awareness, but there's also like a going through it that has to happen to liberate yourself, right? You can't just learn about it. There's also a moving through it. And this is part of what we help our clients do, is move through and their own self-liberation, so they can reach a level of like freedom and empowerment like they've never felt before. Third pillar, third L, love. I'm talking about love here as a thing that you do, not a thing that you feel. And we have a very uncommon or counter-cultural, is it counter-cultural? Counter something. It's not normal. We have a very different way of understanding love than most people do when they think about it in their auto program. Maybe you'll resonate with this when I explain it, but love is about how you are extending yourself. How are you choosing to extend yourself? That means an investment of energy for the spiritual evolution of yourself or your partner. If you're not spiritual, cool. Let's think about it as like the highest good, the highest potential for the growth and well-being. It's all the same stuff, okay? Love is something that you do that requires choice, an investment of energy, and it is done with conscious awareness that this is likely to lead to the spiritual advancement, to the highest good, to the evolutionary process of me and or my partner. This is different from most people's understanding of love, because a lot of the time we think about love as just like this unconditional acceptance and not challenging someone or not making them feel uncomfortable or not just letting things go. That may not be love. Actually, sometimes we need to stand up and challenge someone and call our partners in. And that's the loving thing. Holding our partner accountable. That's the loving thing. Speaking our truth, even though it may be painful for our partner to receive. That's the loving thing. So in the work that we do, we change what it means to love, right? You need to be doing this thing called love. Right? So first you need to understand what that means, and then you need to understand what that means applied to your particular relationship. What does loving mean for you? What kind of love is your relationship requiring of you to become what you desire for it to be? What does that look like? Here, this is the place of the action, of the integration, of the practice, of the application. Right? Through your words, through your actions, through your presence, through your choices, through your mindset, through your level of consciousness. This is embodiment, and this is a doing, okay? So if you want your relationship to be highly fulfilling and lasting, and the relationship, the storybook relationship of your dreams, you got to be engaging in learning. You got to be engaging in liberation, and you got to be engaging in love. Without those three pillars, your relationship is going to struggle. And it's normal for your relationship to, for one pillar or another to wobble sometimes, and then you just reinforce it. These are never-ending processes too, by the way. You don't get to a place where you've like done all the learning. You've finished liberating yourself and you're loving perfectly. This is an ongoing process. Okay, and it is part of the rewardingness, the rewards of the relationship that you have, right? This is part of the gift, because when you're learning, when you're doing the liberation work, when you're doing the loving thing, even when you don't feel loving, you are growing and expanding and becoming an ever better version of yourself. You are raising your vibration. You are giving out light and love to the world. You are making a difference. You are lifting everything and everyone up, including, by the way, your business, your kids, your legacy. It's all about who we be. And I don't know about you, but I freaking love this journey. This is the one that clearly that's why I'm here doing this work, because the learning, the liberation, the love, I get really nerdy about figuring out how to always do those things better and better and better. And that's what is what we bring to our clients. It's what we're doing in our relationship because we live this work, and it's what we're constantly bringing to our clients and refining the process and figuring out how to do it better and how to help other people do it better, because the learning never stops. So when you get good at this, right? Like your relationship becomes the source of energy and inspiration and support that you're looking for, rather than stress, frustration, power drain, right? You create a space where you get to feel deeply understood, appreciated, and seen. You know how to navigate any kind of problem or challenge that might come up for you in a really powerful way. Your relationship becomes this foundation from which you have like the safety and the sanctuary to venture out in all of your other passions and purposes in life. And you get recharged in play, in intimacy, in excitement about the possibility of what you two are co-creating together through this love. Your relationship is not something that just works now. It's a living thing that is thriving and growing and feeding you. Isn't that so yummy? I like it. It's a lot of fun. So, I hope that this is helpful. If you are feeling resonant with this, if there's something in you that's just like that's sparking by what I have to say, I want to make an invitation to you to join our momentum program, our next level love momentum program. Okay, so I'm so excited. We've made some tweaks in our momentum program recently, and I'm really excited about them. But what the next level momentum program is designed to do is take you beyond just moving through your struggles and fixing your problems. It's gonna do that too. But really, like, where we want to help you to get is into this, like, becoming a conscious creator of a love that matches the vision and ambition you have for all of your life, and make your relationship an integral part of all of your desires and dreams coming true. So we go into the kind of skills and tools that you need, like communication, connection, conflict resolution, increasing intimacy, making time and space for one another even when you're busy, getting through differences. All of those things you'll learn how to navigate. But we also, right, like, our work is going to be anchored in those three pillars. So we're going to help you with learning about yourself, your partner, and the crazy experience that is relationships, right? We're going to help you improve and up-level your relational intelligence, add some like transformational tools to your toolbox. We're going to teach you like how to liberate yourself, help you identify what patterns you're getting stuck in, and give you tools and empowerment and frameworks and support to free yourself from those, and show you a different way, a different dance, a different way of thinking, a different way of being that works a lot better. So we don't just take away the patterns that aren't working. We give you the new ones that do. And then we're going to help you in loving. Like, we're going to help you see what that means for your relationship. We're going to help you put it into action. We're going to help you identify what is in alignment for you that doesn't feel like giving up who you are, doesn't feel like sucking it in and sacrificing yourself, or doesn't feel like tolerating what you don't actually desire. It doesn't feel like settling for less. That's not, none of that's just love. Okay? Love, we are going to teach you how to love in a way that is in alignment with everything that you desire. And that is a lot more likely to get you there. And is honoring your partner, lifting them up into their best self and their potential and possibilities while doing the same for you. Our Next Level Love program is $8,888. If you pay in full, it is $10,000 if you want to break it up into payment plans. Right now, we want to bonus you. This is a 6-month program. Right now, we want to bonus you with an extra 6 months. So we will work with you for an entire year to make sure that your relationship becomes nothing short of extraordinary in every way. And that that this growth and expansion and learning process, it becomes just a part of who you be, right? Because the learning doesn't stop, but we're going to make it easy to learn all the most important things that you need to learn. And that can happen in the first 6 months, but then after that, you're moving into mastery. So $10K for a whole year right now. And we don't accept everybody into this program. So if you are interested, if you want more details, if you want to apply, send me a DM with Next Level Love and we will talk details. I cannot wait to talk with you and support you in taking your relationship, yourself, your dreams to their next level. I know how good it can be, and that it just keeps getting better. And I can't wait to have you be experiencing it alongside us and to support you in that journey. So that's it for today. I hope that you will join me next week and every Friday for another live stream learning. Bye, y'all.